Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Proper episode 4, unlike that fake one that got tacked on to the end of episode 3. So, September 7th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom, number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. What voice am I giving Edgeworth? Go ahead. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Go ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here, and the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue, the thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court records. The murder scene at the Fay & Co. Law Office. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Miss Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh! Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay, I don't think we need to press on. Yes, me and Maya were there, so that's fine. Yep, why describe her? Okay, this I want to kind of press on, because last I checked, we were already there when the call happened. Hold on just one second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claims was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. No, I think she's quite pink. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Meyer was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hold on. What do we actually have in our court records? Phone, doesn't matter. Glass, I don't think we have a use for. Same with the statue. We haven't even had her called up to stand, so... Wait a minute. Just, you know, I'm going off of vague memories that I have from a Let's Play I watched like 7 or so years ago. That I mainly watched to go to sleep to, so pretty much the first two cases, I feel like I have a solid grasp on what to do. Afterwards, I may have to resort to the good old option of use everything against everything. If I run out of health, I run out of health. So yeah, let's... Also, another thing I do think I remember is stuff from the anime, so things overlap there. I believe they do, so that also works, so... Yeah, so I think it's on one of these. Yeah, on it was clearly written in blood. Test results showed it was the victim's. Also, there was blood on the victim's fingers. Yeah, here. That wasn't what I meant to do. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases. No. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Yeah, whatever, and... Okay, whoops. Okay, I'll just use the arrows to go through instead of the A button. And... yeah, I don't think so. She died instantaneously. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, and that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. Well, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blunt blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution, your point? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received this results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Oh, I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Can we just, have the video play where it's just Edgeworth dancing in, the Miku Maker dance program, and it's just oh, haven't you heard? The autopsy report has been updated. Someone fire freaking Gumshoe. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you. Handed him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You're at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh boy. Oh, witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the hearts of every man in the courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred? Okay, gee, I was in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across the street from the Fair and Co. Law Office. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. The witness account. It was 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. Dan, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Hey, I thought we were told you were gonna have no wanton winking. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Yeah, Mr. Wright. I understand you were Miss Mia's very understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, so... let's first look at all the evidence we have, so... Wait, what's the... Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know.
I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Ugh.
Hey, Edgeworth, you shut your whore mouth. We're out here trying to interrogate. Yeah, Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, stop him. The poor girl.
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? That was the first one, right? Yeah. I wanted to open up the evidence and... So there's that. Okay, so that's her line of sight. That's the letter. She had a wiretap. Thinker was hit, yeah. Phone, and then autopsy report. And then, oh, I saw one with long hair being attacked. Sure, nothing crazy there. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Then the woman like dodged to one side and ran away. But the girl, she got up to her and she hit her. Nothing really jumps out. Okay, so now we just press everything. Come on, I want more information. The woman with long hair, that was Mia Fey.
Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing? Yeah, and the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Hey, I want more information about this mousy girl. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying somewhere. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? You know, you could have simply replied no, and there would have been no, fault. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean...
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Hurrah! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling legal details were necessary, darling.
Look, I think saying a short female and someone dressed as a freaking spirit maiden are two very, different things. You said spirit maiden, I'm like, yeah, couldn't be anyone else but Maya. But you just said a short girl. Do you know how many short girls exist in the world? Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock,
Hold on now. How do you know it's a clock?
The kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee.
It startles me quite a bit. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.